Alright, be right back. I need a drink. Don't give me shit. You're giving me shit. Why would you give me shit? I don't give you shit. Who gives people shit? What is that? Be right back. I need a fucking drink. Alright, let's do this. Sounds like it's quiet. Oh, it's there. Alright. Actually, new game. Start a new game, yes. So I like this game. It has a good story. It's very simple, though. It's a point and click.
By the gods, this is a good start. Where did these people set up their tent? If there's nothing around the next bend, I'm turning around.
Definitely don't need an introduction. I've played this plenty of times.
Finally. Hey you, little girl. Giacomo Nauta sent me. I'm here about the riddle. Do you speak Goretti? I'm a friend. Giacomo told you I would come.
He spoke of the hero of Andergast, a strong, courageous and clever man. Not someone I could slice open from head to foot in a blink of an eye.
I am the hero of Andergast.
Can you do magic? Heal
Welcome
things with
back.
fairy magic? The way the hero healed the dreams of an Andergastrian was magic?
It wasn't quite like that, but yes. I can repair things magically.
Then prove it. This before me is the flying fortress Kashal-Ri. I recreated it from my dreams. But no matter what I do, it keeps tipping over. Use your magic to make it stand up, and I'll let you see my father.
Piece of cake.
My cats are asleep in the hallway.
No magic necessary here.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, I just want to try something.
Oh,
May I go in now?
Papa, there's someone here claiming to be a hero.
Send him in.
If you truly are the hero, then you're a bit boring. You remind me more of a stupid, grumpy peasant.
I'm a bird catcher, and I no longer care what others think of me. I rescued a fairy, and I freed a kingdom. I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
All right, go in. But watch your back, I'm right behind you.
Ah, Geron, how nice. Come, sit. Sit.
Are you Fahi?
Yes, sit down. Did you find this place all right?
Yeah. I was told that you sell a spell that can permanently change a person's form.
A person's? or on animals, but everything in its time. Tea?
Yes, please.
All right.
Ah, a man of taste. That's good. Andergast is cold, is it not?
It's all right. But about that spell.
Of course. You understand that permanent physical transformation is a formidable power. It demands a great deal of courage to request such power.
I have my reasons.
I know. Giacomo told me as much. You know my price.
Giacomo said something about a riddle.
Correct. You like riddles, Geron, don't you?
Of course I like riddles.
Of course I like riddles. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you. You'll carry it with you for a while, twist it and turn it in your mind, and perhaps even despair briefly. But when you finally solve it, the reward will be much sweeter.
Where did you get this riddle anyway?
For more than 3 moons, my daughter and I have both had the same dream every night. It's even more wondrous that this dream tells a true story, a memory from a time 450 years ago when our world faced its greatest battle. I will now tell you the beginning of the dream. You don't need to know more. And then the riddle. If you can solve it, you'll receive the power to restore your beloved.
And if not?
Garon, you are the hero of Andergast. Of course you'll solve it. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Good. The dream begins, as I said, 450 years ago, in an ancient vault far beneath my home city of Fazar. The powers of darkness threaten the land, and the great and decisive battle is imminent. When one night, a group of heroes enters the tomb of an ancient Mogul mage.
I really like the story of this game. It's not really so much a game as it's a point and click novel, but it's a good one. All right. Let's do it. I think I'm gonna kill the camera. Try to, at least.
Prepare yourselves.
Ah.
I shall open the burial chamber now. Are we all here?
All here, for crying out loud.
It could have been worse.
Sure, we could have lost the mute Varkina too, or the dainty princess who can't fight.
Calm yourself, Shabib. You're not the only one whose nerves are frayed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did the princess have to see a little blood? Did it break her tender heart?
Yes. Crack. Now you'll have to endure me without one.
Princess Zadia, Alric, we must stick together. The legendary mask of Malakar lies within this burial chamber. If we succeed in bringing
All right, see you later, Rose. Thanks for stopping by.
The battle against the demons will be mere child's play.
If we succeed, and these walls don't swallow us up first.
I'm working as fast as I can. I can't find the lock. Give me a moment. It has to be here somewhere.
Why did the Furkina people cast you out?
None of your business.
True, your past is your problem alone. All that counts is that you lead us safely through the mountains to the army.
I just want my money, and soon.
You don't talk much, do you? Correct.
What did you call me before?
Shabib. That's Tula Media for little boy.
Without me, you'd be long dead.
Please, no quarrels.
She started it. You better stay away from me.
Gladly. Mage,
Princess,
why exactly did you choose us as companions?
who are you talking about in particular?
Can that mercenary over there do anything other than hit things and yell?
That's more than you can do, Poppet.
Alric keeps the monsters at bay. He's a good man.
Will Raghvan really accompany us to the end?
Yes. As soon as we're finished here, he'll lead us through the Rashtulian Wall to the Holy Army. He grew up in those mountains. He knows the way better than any other.
You do know the Farkina's an outcast, don't you? Even his own people fear him.
We have no other choice. We need him.
How did a mage like you come to lead a group such as this?
I wanted to join the army in Punin when a nobleman from Fazar told me about the mask. The rest was a question of money and determination.
What was Haroon's role?
He was your personal bodyguard. He was supposed to protect you.
Which he did. Right up until the end.
I am sorry about him.
He knew the risks. The important thing is that you're still alive.
Did you specifically look for a princess?
No. I sent for a Ptolemid scholar, but those are hard to find in these bloody days. Only a few are able to defend themselves and not fall victim to the marauding bands currently battling for dominance in Fazar.
The streets of Fazar have always been a screaming nightmare.
And thus, it's an even greater miracle that you survived there for so long. You're the outcast heiress of a toppled ruler. I would not have bet my ducats on you.
Enough of that. What do we do next?
We force our way into the burial chamber of the Mughal and steal the Mask of Malakar. Then we take it over the peaks of the Rashtulian Wall to the Holy Army before they march into battle.
And there we triumph, or perish miserably.
The future of this world is in our hands.
How deep are we?
Only the gods know. Fazar was built up layer by layer on the ruins of older dynasties. Beneath that lay vaults as ancient as the land itself. This burial chamber, for example, was erected 2,000 years ago by the last living Mughal mage, Malakar. It is said he was a grand master of elemental and transformation magic. He could bend ore and earth to his will with the snap of his fingers. These halls were his greatest and last piece of work.
Are you sure that the mask waits behind these walls?
Yes, quite sure. No one knows where the Mughal Malakar obtained the mask, or if he even created it himself. But he was so obsessed with it and its power that he ultimately took it with him to his grave. It's also said that he never succeeded in awakening its true power while he lived.
What does it do?
They say that the wearer of the mask can turn any lost battle, indeed any defeat and any loss at all, into an enduring victory.
Why is it called the Holy Army?
The Holy Army is an army of clerics. Only with the holy might of the gods, so it is believed, can we withstand the attacking hordes of demons.
You said the army is advancing over the Rashtulian mountains. Why such a difficult route?
Most of the passes are guarded by the legions of evil. In addition, there's a magical place across the peaks of the Rashtulian Wall where they hope to forge a final, crucial alliance. We'll join the army there.
How could it come to this? An invasion of evil in our age?
There are always dark times, Princess. But what exactly brought them about no longer matters. The only important thing is that we're prepared to fight. The greatest heroes of our age have gathered to fight the decisive battle in the Gorian Desert.
And to go down in history forever.
If we win. Aren't you starting to get tired of prattling?
He's right. We have to continue.
Do you have no more questions?
What's the problem?
The lock is hidden. I can't find it. Some sort of secret mechanism. Perhaps an objectum disapparatic.
Whatever it may be, you have to open it.
Stay back. We don't know what else is hidden here.
There are grooves here.
Letters? Can you read them?
No, they're just grooves. Nothing more. I'm not touching that. It looks sticky and poisonous. I feel a throbbing, and they're warm, like a sick heart.
Stay away from the Guardians, Princess. Even their detached limbs still have some life in them.
Stay down.
Do you have a death wish? You saw what kind of creatures are running around out there. If this is what the princesses in this country are like, I would hate to see the kings.
Don't worry. You won't. The last Caliph of Fazar was skinned alive 5 moons ago.
Was he a tyrant?
Yes, like every ruler in this city. Besides...
What?
Did you see the tattoo on her arm? I believe it's the mark of Malakar. She's a direct descendant.
We brought the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of an accursed Mogul mage monster into his burial chamber. Are you out of your mind?
She's a good person, trust me, and we'll soon need her.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry about your broken legs. It's very lonesome down here. But one step closer, and we'll break your neck as well. The legacy of these hands held me prisoner my whole life. But today, I will finally free myself. Oh, Qasim, you'll regret what you've done to me. The legacy of these hands held me prisoner my whole life.
I hate when I click the wrong
But today,
thing.
I will finally free myself. Oh, Qasim, you'll regret what you've done to me. The only way in or out is the door. Even if we have to smash the entire burial chamber, I will triumph. Who will see you down here? Who will worship you? Pay homage to you? Very soon, I'll be 1,000 times greater than you ever were. And unlike you, I won't end up in a dark hole.
I think that's what I like about Sadia, is she has this burning drive to become basically immortal based on her glory. She wants people to remember her forever.
I don't deserve to return. Not without the mask. You remind me of the palace guards I once knew. But unlike them, you were against me from the beginning and didn't stab me in the back later. Thanks, I suppose. I don't hear anything except the puzzled mumbling of the mage and the furious self-pity of the warrior. It borders on the miraculous that we've made it this far. Bastard. Let the warrior mouth off as much as he likes. In the end, it was the mage who saved our necks. It would take too long to get him down. We're running out of time. It's hanging just out of reach. our rope. If only we had noticed the Guardians from the other side. No, just listen to yourself. How pathetic you are. Haroon had to die. We all have to be prepared to die. That's the sacrifice we must make in order to rise above our miserable existence. If only I could pull it down somehow. Stand aside.
Under no circumstances should you touch the door.
Fine, then you'll have to do it.
What do you think you're doing?
There is no hidden mechanism. The door is just filthy. Brush it off, and you'll find your lock.
Hmm? Step back. The 6 legs open the 6 locks. By all 12 gods!
This is going so well.
Relax. I know you just want to help, but I can manage.
We'll have to glue it.
Now the blade is sticky. Here, glue the leg with this.
It's ready. Do you see the glowing inscription, Ulrich? Ancient Tula Media is a dead language spoken only by a very few, by even fewer, since the spiritual leaders of this city were executed together with their caliph. One must be educated to read this script. Educated, like a child from a noble family. Educated, like the last princess of Fazar. That's the reason we brought you. Now, tell me, what's the answer to the riddle on the chamber?
The gods be with me.
What? What do you read?
I can't tell you. It would change too much.
This is why we brought her?
I don't understand. Princess? Princess, where are you? By the 12, it's dark.
I'm over here.
Ah! Ow! Watch out for the beetle key when you leave. It's lying on the ground along with the door. If it breaks, we'll be locked in here.
What's that smell?
Ulrich, don't come in. There's gas in the air. Shine the torch carefully through the door, but stay outside. And no magic. Astral energy could trigger a trap. Be careful where you set foot, Princess.
Difficult without light.
If you know a way to make light without fire or magic, then tell me.
It's much too heavy for me to be able to move it. That's not a way out. That should be enough. Ow! I cut my hand. The hook is now covered in my blood. I'll take the incense stick and the bowl.
By the...
Is that it?
Yes. Yes, that's it. The Mask of Malakar. With that, we will win the battle against the demons once and for all.
Ayal, a guardian!
Guard the door. If the beetle key is damaged, we'll be locked in here.
Ugh.
Come on then, Yala. Kill me. My life isn't worth much anyway. Weakling. I can't get it open any farther with my hands. The bandage is now soaked with blood.
Ah, welcome,
What was that? Who are you? What are you doing in my head? Hello?
You must touch me if you want to hear me, Shahrazad.
Why are you chained up?
To be honest, Shahrazad, I have no idea. I can't remember. All at once, I was here, in the dark, chained fast, countless centuries ago.
You're lying.
Not at all. I've seen the rise and fall of every mote of dust in this chamber. It's only my own story that I don't know.
Why do I hear you in my head?
That comes from your blood, which you sacrificed to me.
I've made a pact with a demon?
Forgive me. I should have warned you beforehand.
Open that door. You can do that, can't you?
I'm afraid not. No.
Then what can you do?
I can light the braziers and extinguish them, and I can give orders to the Guardians.
Awaken the Guardians and order them to tear down the gate.
But then you'll run away and leave me behind. Many millennia will pass before another princess stumbles into the cave.
You know who I am?
Yes, I heard your talk outside the burial chamber. What would you say to another pact? I'll help you get out of the burial chamber, and you'll take me with you. Princess and court magician, mistress and servant. Together we'll conquer the world.
Deal.
What? Really? Who would be stupid enough to free a frightening creature like me so carelessly?
I take what I can get.
You frighten me.
Light the torches.
Let us do that together, Shahrazad. Turn your bright eyes upon the darkness and concentrate. As long as you're touching me, you can speak to me, but you can also cast my spell. Behold the glories of my master's final resting place. By my ancestors, you're beautiful.
So we have an agreement?
Yes, we do.
Good. You're stuck.
I have been hanging here for a very long time, after all. You'll need to loosen the bracket and pull me toward the sky with a strong jerk.
Oh. You remember the sky?
The sky. Freedom. The sparks and sounds of language. Some things one never forgets.
At one end, the magic staff. At the other, a heavy metal ball. Now what? Where does it go? It's much too heavy. Now what? Where does it go? There, I freed you. Now what?
Now, I finally have legs, and I'm no longer alone.
I meant, how do we get out of here?
We don't. Nobody can escape these walls.
But you said...
Oh, Shahrazad, this is the darkest hole, the likes of which the world has never known. Here, even nothingness means nothing at all. Not even the promise a piece of wood makes to one who is doomed. But let's be friends nonetheless. We could play with the light, or awaken the Guardian, or...
Even if you will not, I will abide by our agreement. I'll find a way out of here, and if you help me, I'll take you with me.
Shahrazad?
And stop calling me Butterfly. I'm not a butterfly, and we're not friends. From now on, you'll do what I say.
What if I won't?
Then I'll toss you into an even deeper hole, where absolutely no one will ever find you again.
As you command, mistress. You're too kind, mistress. Ksh! Move!
He's still holding the mask. And Haroon's dagger. You're still alive?
Take the mask away from here.
Calm yourself. Gather your strength.
Mistress, don't you see he's as good as dead?
Have you no pity?
Do you?
Where should I take the mask?
To Draconia. To the prince.
To the prince? What prince? Galved? Are you still there?
He lies bleeding on the ground, and you pepper him with questions. You truly have no pity, do you?
I do, but pity would not have changed anything.
It would have made you more human.
Says a talking staff.
Let there be eternal darkness.
Eternal darkness. You can turn them on again any time.
Mistress, I know I'm no poet, but please, leave my flowery language alone.
I can't get it open any farther with my hands.
Let there be light! A grand burial chamber just for you.
We'll see about that. Make light.
Direct my spell at a magical source of fire, and your wish shall be my command.
I don't see one.
That's because there aren't any here.
Hey! Help! I'm locked in here! Help! Rahwan! If you're still alive, show yourself!
The Fakina doesn't seem to like you much, Princess.
He's probably dead.
Or he abandoned you.
There's nothing else to find in the darkness except the crack of light, which is now an open hole. I'll leave the light on now. I can't lose my head now. Wake him.
What did he do, mistress?
Make light.
Direct my spell at a magical source of fire.
I can't reach it. I still can't reach it.
What are you doing? I can't see a thing.
I'm wrapping the bandage around your horns.
Whatever for?
You'll find out eventually. Once was enough. Got it.
Do I have to tell you how humiliating that was?
No, I'm perfectly aware. It's sticky now. It's too narrow to climb through.
It's holding on tight. Now what?
Rise up.
Don't forget my spell.
Order the Guardian to pull down the door. Harder. Make him pull harder.
He can't. The door is too strong for him.
If this one can't do it, then another one will have to.
Ah, Princess, that won't do any good. I've had eons to try and pull down these walls, and I haven't succeeded. Why should a girl achieve so much more in a short time than I did in a millennia? Awaken! Accept it finally and give up. The Guardians are much too weak. I'm afraid my spell only works on magic torches and the Guardians.
The Colossus is also a Guardian, right? Wake him.
Charizard, are you really sure?
I said wake him.
As you wish.
Take the Guardian and pull.
What was that?
I tore open a door through pure force of will.
No, you laughed like a young girl.
Hey,
You? You're still alive?
I waited.
You could have helped me.
You have the mask. Where's my money?
Our employer is dead. You'll get your money if you help me get out of here and take me through the mountains to Draconia. Wait. Stop. I'll pay you.
You?
You forget. I'm a princess.
What do you have?
You will have this silver platter in payment.
Silver is not enough.
As the daughter of the Caliph, I possess wealth beyond your imagining.
The Caliph is dead. The palace plundered. I was there.
If you take me safely to our destination, you'll receive my most precious possession. My Almandin. It's worth more than anything else you'll ever hold in your hands.
Huh. Good. Draconia for the ruby.
Deal.
He'll make a poor servant to you.
At least I know what to make of him.
May I ask you something else? Because I don't understand you. Why are you doing all this? You're rich, beautiful. You have power. What else do you want to achieve?
I want to go to war, and I need a weapon.
But why?
To win the battle, to be immortalized in history. 1,000 years from now, people will tell tales of my deeds and whisper my name in awe. Sadia al-Kabir, the greatest heroine the world has ever seen.
Sadia al-Kabir? Never heard of her.
Neither you nor anyone else. The poor girl has been utterly forgotten.
How does the story continue?
With the help of the Frakina, Sadia took the mask over the Rashtulian wall to Draconia. She joined the troops there and went to battle. But those are all unimportant details. Don't concern yourself with them. Only one thing matters. The riddle I shall now tell you. The inscription on the burial chamber.
How can the rest of the story not be important?
Well, it is important, but not for you. Trust me. In this one case, ignorance is truly a blessing.
If no one remembers her, how do you know that this woman really existed?
I investigated it myself. Malakar's burial chamber really existed, and over 450 years ago, a young woman was seen climbing out of that very tunnel with a fakina and setting out towards the Rashtulian wall. I swear to you, in the name of my father and all my forefathers, Sadia's tale is a true story.
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle?
Quite correct. An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Sadia was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads as the stone over the scarab. So rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Eerie.
I believe Sadia knew the answer, else she would never have entered the chamber.
But why didn't she tell the others? Didn't she send them all to their doom that way?
I see you paid attention. I give you 3 days to solve the riddle. On the 4th day, I'll move on, whether you know the answer or not.
And if I solve it by then?
You shall have what you want from me. A spell of the mightiest transformation. A spell which transforms any living being into any form you desire.
Deal.
I like you, Geron. I'm certain our business will turn out well for both of us.
Believe me, I hope so too. Strange fellow. Nuri, I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you. Nuri?
I'm here.
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no, were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you. For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground-up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once.
Ho ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
Oh, I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
You have earned this title honestly.
I tried everything. I asked Herzinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this far he will keep his promise. I'll take them back during my next break-in. Do you like your new bird tree?
Yes. Garon, why must I be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven. And Giacomo says we need to hurry about changing you back. He says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you. Nothing in there that could help Nuri. Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The animals and plants of this world are my family now.
That accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
The skulls hail back to Gwynling's time.
They're disgusting. Why don't you take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you, your life would be good.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did. If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is. Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow. You'll have to go back in there tomorrow, I'm afraid. At least until you can fly again. Otherwise, the Andergastrians will see that I'm traveling with a talking raven on my shoulder, and we'd be facing an angry mob again in no time. I'll cut out a rag. The rag's now covered in fat. Nonsense. Why? First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow. I can grind up the herb with the knife handle. There. The strip is small enough. Perina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's wound. It's all I have. There. And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo's right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You'll be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Garon.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own. And again. This time you can do it.
I don't know.
Don't be discouraged. Think about something nice. Think about... Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Izida, the gypsy? I'm sorry, I forgot about Izida. Do you remember? Before we reached Enqui, we went rowing on the Svelte, past fields and windmills.
We were attacked in a mill.
That was before. I meant later.
They almost killed us.
We're still alive, aren't we? Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember... Isn't it a wonderful feeling to have defeated the seer and finally be free?
I don't want to think about it. Those months in the cave were horrible.
I shouldn't have brought it up. It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fi's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon?
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too, but I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow. Who are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fi's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodiak?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him, send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamide pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Everything's cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started. Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please. Hands off! This zone is restricted. From what direction did the attack come?
Are you asking me?
Oh, he's still here. Brider, I expect more martial severity. See to it that he goes away. I can't understand a word this way.
Beat it.
All right.
How many attackers
First, I have to
were
find
there?
out what happened to Fahi. What happened here? He's too far away.
Hey, that rope is there for a reason.
Hey, is there any trace of the merchant?
Indeed there is. He's carrying a double kunchuma, which he uses to slice up every little pain in the neck that comes along.
What? How do you know that?
I can see it. He's standing behind
What
you,
did
grinning.
the mage look like?
No, we still don't know anything. Now please go away. Otherwise, I'll be in even more trouble.
From what direction did the attack come?
He's a funny fellow.
Only as long as he doesn't see that I have
The
a talking
spirit
raven
must have been
with me.
petrified as well.
Psst. Nori, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions, and what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
11 to 15.
What did the mage look like?
He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything. I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
It came from the northeast.
And in what direction did they depart?
To the northwest. Can you remember all that?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nori. You're a big help.
What a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, the interback. Do I have to? That makes me sad.
Ha! I have contact. They came from the northwest and then went where? Ryder, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
That'll keep them busy for a while. It's firmly in place. There's a lock on it. Oh, come on. Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell. The lock is too heavy. I can still sense life within him. Creepy. Yeah. Whatever's in there, it smells awful. They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff? A key?
That's enough, Bryder. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh. If she's really about to search the entire tent, she'll easily find me there. It can't be helped. I have to get out of here. If only there were a door here. Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? Good riddance. fits. I really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Hey! I told you not to break anything. I have no
Nothing
idea
else
what
in
everyone
there.
sees in her.
Why? Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Oh, who do we have here? Brider? There's a new suspect.
Huh?
What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me. That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
That was an ancient magical weapon. In the wrong hands, it could cause untold harm.
And how did someone like you come to possess something so powerful?
I found it behind the tent. One of the statues had it in its hand. Is that all? Can I go now?
Boy, you are boring. You didn't even try to lie to me. Oh, this kingdom can't even get incidents of black magic right. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
I'm King Ephedon I.
Now it's getting silly. Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First, I have to make it through my training.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Andergastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Talamede merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
What happened to the Talamede?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rashtulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough. Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the fifth person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams. I tried everything. I asked Herzinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this Fahi will keep his promise. Once Gwynling was gone, the Tanners Guild tried to get their hands on the house. Luckily, Giacomo knew enough noblemen open to bribery. You ugly beasts. After I solve Fahi's riddle, I'll hopefully never have to lay my eyes on you again. I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why. Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young. The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say. I liked Hilda's old stand better.
I bid you a good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing. Can I interest you in some colourful ceramics? Or perhaps some fine glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
You deal in glassware?
I heard that there is no glass in Undergast. You don't even have windows in this humble corner of the world. I came here to change that. How was I supposed to know that these stinking pig farmers don't have any money?
Did you notice anything suspicious last night?
Did the thief visit you too?
What thief?
One of my glass boxes was stolen. I could only see the fellow from a distance. He carried a long staff on his back. Blasted herdsman.
Maybe it was a magic staff.
By the gods! What would a magician want with my cheap goods? I mean, I wouldn't have thought this rebel had that much taste.
What was stolen?
A jewellery box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
Can you tell me anything about a stone and a scarab?
Is it a regular stone or a precious stone?
Good question. That's enough. Thanks.
Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
I hate it. The smell of pork roast is in the air and I haven't eaten a thing all day. They seem so cheerful and carefree. Hard to believe that at some point they'll grow up to be Andergastrians. Ah, the circle of life. Here, piglets are happily suckled, and at the inn they're serving pork roast. It's a never-ending loop. I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough. The school courtyard is quiet. The students are probably out on maneuvers in the woods.
Garon!
Giacomo!
Hello, Garon.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck. Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods!
How do you know Fahi?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
If Fahi is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Garon. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen. And he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Garon, that man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Saja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fahi seemed convinced of it.
Let's talk about something else. How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well, there is something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Garon. You can put it in here.
Were you here yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The 3 at the next table, and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it? Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, he's our only hope.
What are you talking about?
Fairies need fairy magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll forget everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fahi?
No, but I will soon. Hey, who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow. A sight for the gods.
Watch out, Garon. The wood is more brittle than it looks.
I just wanted to get a little from the tap.
I'm afraid I can't let you. This wine has been promised to someone else. I thought you didn't see me.
Hello, Hilda. Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, since the sowing season. Did you miss me in the marketplace?
I was just asking. Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, did you miss...
Oh, come on, Hilda. Nobody will miss that little bit of wine.
I'm sorry, but this barrel has been ordered and paid in advance by Count Svendrik Rostling. He's going to pick it up tonight.
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
Everybody that's here now. And then Wolfram with his sister and 2 friends. But they say something happened to them in the forest yesterday.
Thanks. That's all I need to know. See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting.
The wine now flows freely to the ground. This is going to take a while. I'll just put the carafe under the drip and have a look at the ham while I wait. Fex be thanked. She didn't notice a thing.
Thank you, Garon.
Don't mention it. Were the 3 of you here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me. Were you?
None of your business.
All three of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
You seem to be very relaxed.
My wife gave me the day off. And that, after I spent half of last night carousing. A good woman.
Just drinking?
Not much. I had to play cards with my friend here, after all.
Who won?
Well, I did. This bum was a lot more drunk than I was and had to run outside all the time.
Was he gone long?
No, not very long, but long enough. Stupid. You should never leave an experienced player completely alone at the table in the middle of a game. An expensive lesson, but a necessary one.
So you fleeced your sleeping friend playing cards?
Yes. Every time he left me alone at the table, he came back a sure loser. That shows how inexperienced he is in games and in alcohol.
Hey, you. Wake up. Where were you last night?
Playing cards.
And?
Drinking.
The whole evening?
I don't know. Baby.
You spent the whole evening here playing cards and drinking?
I don't know. Baby.
That's all I'm going to get out of him. Why are you staring at the boy like that?
I'm counting the lice on his head. Don't distract me.
Did you do that last night too?
No. Last night I got stewed and did my father proud. By Swafnir, did I quaff a lot.
So you were here the whole evening?
Yeah, right in this spot.
You were stretched out drunk on the table the whole evening?
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just asking. I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
The Thorwalian.
And what makes you say that?
He claims to have been passed out here all night, but you said that you were alone every time you cheated at cards.
That's true. Now that you mention it, he was gone a pretty long time.
Shh. Quiet. I have to count.
Where were you? Not with my wife again, were you?
Blast. Now I miscounted.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Stop arguing! And please leave my guests alone, Geron.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but this is an important matter.
I know. I was there.
What?
I'm the one you're looking for. I saw it all. I was drunk, and Geron, I didn't know what they were up to. I thought they were just fooling around.
Tell me what happened.
Wolfram said the Tulamides are in league with the demons, and merely disguised as simple merchants. Supposedly, they're trying to smuggle a dark artifact into the country. He said they want to use it to overthrow King Ephedon and turn all women into love slaves. First, Hartman was supposed to sneak into the tent and steal the artifact, and then signal to us with his lantern. That was supposed to be the sign to attack.
But it didn't get that far, did it?
I don't know. It's all so hazy.
Try to remember. You should start from the beginning.
I'll try. I remember it had just stopped raining when we finally reached the clearing.
Demon?
Oh, Geron, it was so horrible. There were horns growing out of his body all over, And he had a long, glowing staff on his back.
Just like the princess.
Promise me things will soon be the way they used to be.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it myself.
Will you now? Come outside with me, will you? Blast. If the school learns of the demon rumors, they'll take the case away from me in an instant. What shall I do with you?
You could let me go.
We're well beyond death point. Do you also believe it was a demon? And why am I asking you? You probably believe everything you're told.
A demon in Andergast? That's quite unheard of. It would certainly stir things up around here.
That it would, indeed. All right, it's decided.
What?
Here's charcoal and parchment. Have Hilda draw you a picture of the attacker. We have to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
We?
Then find out what the beast wants. Maybe there's something we can use as bait.
As bait?
Right. And third, I need an astral accumulator. Well, my own astral energy probably won't be sufficient.
Sufficient? For what?
We need to be well prepared if we're going to set up a trap. Do I have to do everything by myself?
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. But I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful. All that's missing is the drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator. And then we can get started.
I thought you didn't want me to get into danger.
Oh, I just wanted to get rid of you. I thought you were just a curious lumberjack. Now I know you're one of those would-be heroes, and I have sympathy for would-be heroes. I would also rather leap fully unprepared into a dark dragon's cave and risk my life than spend my days shearing sheep. Besides, time is short and I need help.
You could have had the whole school of magic behind you.
As soon as they find out that I'm hunting a demon, they'll pull me right off the case and let the masters do it. And I'd hate to let them have all the fun.
Why should I help you?
I don't know. You were sneaking around the scene of the crime, questioning witnesses. You'll achieve your goal faster if you help me. Besides, you're old enough to know what you're doing.
I don't know what I should think of this woman, but if I don't play along, she might find Fahi before me. So you need a drawing of the entity, bait to lure it, and
An astral accumulator. Here, I wrote it down for you. And you'll need this as well.
a ring with a lens?
That's another artifact from Alric's collection. It's called a hare's eye, an invention of the Master Dahoto. If you look through it, you can see traces of magic in the environment. Try it.
Kevin Blanco is asking, what kind of game is this? This is a point-and-click game that tells a story.
Did you see anything?
These glass shards?
Did they glow?
Yes.
That means someone cast magic on them. Maybe even our friend. Keep following the trail. Maybe there'll be a hint of what he's looking for.
I can keep the hare's eye?
Why not? The spell only lasts 3 days anyway. After that, the lens is worthless.
And what if I follow the trail and run right into the beast's arms?
Then you scream. Good luck. You can find me in the clearing.
Lol, I love her sarcasm. What if I find the beast? Then you scream. Good luck.
Who have I come across now?
By the way, my name's Bryda.
I'm Giron.
Good hunting, Geron. On a rather unusual sort of hunt.
What can I do for you?
Can you draw me a picture of the attacker?
I can try. That's him. That's what he looked like.
Is that a magic staff on his back? Thanks, Hilda. You've been a big help.
I just hope they catch that monster as soon as possible. I won't be able to get a moment's sleep until then.
Don't worry, I'm already working on it.
Thank the gods.
Doesn't work. Some parts are still missing. tracks lead up to my window. What's that? More broken glass? Somebody was here last night. Someone who, by the light of the lantern, picked something apart piece by piece and watched us sleeping at the same time. What's going on here?
You gotta be a damn good thief to do something like that.
The whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one single piece was still missing. Whatever came through here is capable of climbing.
Nice to see you again. What can I do for you?
What was stolen?
A jewelry box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course. Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
Does this tell you anything?
By fex, that's it. That's the glass box that was stolen. Where did you find it?
In the road. Someone picked it apart, shard by shard.
Yes, and kept only the rubies.
There are rubies missing?
Yes, the hole in the lid held a glass ruby.
Someone's going around stealing rubies?
Yes. Supposedly, several have disappeared between here and the Midden Realm in recent weeks.
I should tell Bryder about that.
May I have the box back now?
Oh, it just broke in my hands.
Oh, keep it. This is all pointless anyway.
The whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one...
Hey there, birdcatcher. The School of Arcane Combat is only for mages and novices. What are you doing here?
He has an artifact I'm supposed to tell him more about.
All right. His room is on the second floor, right next to the staircase.
Master Oakwood's old room.
How do you know that?
Long story. I'll be going.
And don't stray. If I see you anywhere other than in the Master's room, you'll be out of here on your ear.
I don't need any coals. I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but please, protect Nuri and restore her old existence soon. We deserve it. Nuri might like one of these dolls. Too bad it's too large to carry. This is already the 4th time I've broken in here. The last time I was looking for spells that might be able to help Nuri, but all I could find were wilderness guides and fighting instructions. I've got my own chamber pot for those purposes.
Yes? Ah, here he is. What do you want?
It's about the mask.
What about it?
I want my artifact back.
Your artifact? According to Bryder's report, you just stumbled upon the mask.
Where did you take it?
It's my responsibility to keep the unconcerned far from any magical developments. That applies especially to hotheads who consider themselves to be budding magicians.
What's so important about the mask? Is it dangerous?
Only for someone who has a command of ancient Talamedia. The rest is of no concern to you.
If you don't intend to tell me anything more about the mask...
We may as well change the subject, yes?
You're suddenly so cheerful.
Can't an old man be happy once in a while?
I just mean with the petrified people and the rumors about a demon...
All nonsense. Soon everything will be just as before.
You seem to be very sure of that.
That I am, my boy. That I am.
Have you found out what happened last night?
Why would that interest a bird catcher?
People are afraid.
Those pig farmers are scared of everything. That's why it's important to resolve this case as quickly as possible. We can't have the rabble taking matters into their own hands. And we saw last night what can happen to a mindless mob.
I'll be leaving then.
It's about time.
These are just copies of books that I stole the other day. I already took everything that looked the least bit helpful during my last break-in. For anything else, I should ask Bryder. Hello?
Oh, hello, my friend. You don't look like you belong here. Can I help you with something?
Who are you?
Me? I'm studying here. Magic, combat, bit less magic, lot more combat. Anybody who dreamed of magic as a child soon loses those illusions here. Unless they come to me.
What does that mean?
I'm putting the magic back into magic. And how are you doing that, you ask? Well, that all depends on the needs of my customers.
What are you doing here?
I'm in bed with a cold, while the others are running around in the forest playing war.
It looks more like you're kneading little lumps of honey.
Correct. But except for you and me, nobody knows that.
What are you really doing? Why the honey?
By a rather circuitous route, I came across a spell from Punin. It cost me a few small favors, but it was worth it. Do you see these honey coins I've pressed? Watch. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. The honey is now as hard as stone, but unfortunately it's still too translucent to pass as real gold. But with the right mixture, it could work.
You can harden liquids?
Rather call it upgrade. My honey to gold experiment is only the beginning. I'm open to further suggestions at any time.
What can you tell me about Bryder?
Oh, Bryder is brilliant. The masters are all crazy about her. She's definitely one of the good ones. She believes even more in the magic within things than I do. All those piffling spells these days must bore her to tears.
I'm looking for an astral accumulator.
You know more than one might think from looking at you. A genuine astral accumulator is very rare and valuable. A novice with rich parents hired me to steal old Owley's so he could cheat in the examination.
Owley?
Master Elric. It's an open secret that he's obsessed with rare artifacts. The artifact hunters in the Hycinda Temple had better not find out, though. Who knows? Maybe one day that knowledge will help me pass my own examination.
Where do I find the accumulator?
In the dormitory.
All those old languages, Bosperano, ancient Tulamedia, couldn't they settle on one and stick to it from the beginning? There's a glow around the lamp. This could be the astral accumulator Bryder's looking for. This is already the 4th time I've broken in here. The last time I was looking for spells that might be able to help Nuri, but all I could find were wilderness guides and fighting instructions. The wine now flows freely to the ground. The gap in the lid is now full of red wine. It's me again.
May the gods be with you, old boy.
Where do I find the astral accumulator?
Somewhere in the stupid. You've got an artifact full to the brim with astral energy, and the only. I wonder how long.
I'm looking for an
a novice.
Owly?
Master of the art. Who knows?
Where do I?
In the door.
Can you harden this wine for me?
Terrific idea. That would give us a ruby, right? Of course I can. But what's in it for me?
What do you want?
Nothing from here in Andergast. I can get all that myself. They tell me Tulamides are in the country. Bring me something unusual from their tent, and maybe we can make a deal.
I found this cucumber.
Show me. And now the wine. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. One freshly forged ruby for my new best friend. Whatever you're planning to do with it, I suggest you hurry. The effect won't last long.
What's so special about that vegetable?
Let's just say it doesn't just fill you up. Nice doing business with you.
What's that on the ground?
A magic circle. If we're really facing a demon, we can't go wrong with a magic circle. It's finding the right spell that worries me. Have you found what we need?
Why the drawing?
I have to know what sort of entity we're dealing with. Look for people who say they saw something and draw what they tell you.
What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Find out if anything has changed in town since yesterday. If something is missing, for example, maybe there's a connection. Then you come up with something similar and bring it to me.
What's an astral accumulator?
Another magical artifact. It's charged with astral energy that mages can rely on when their own power isn't enough. Alric had one until recently, but it was stolen. Find out who's got it and bring it to me. I assume it was someone in the school.
I'll keep looking. See you later.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Since everything points to our attacker liking rubies, here.
I know where that came from. The theory with the ruby is a bit far-fetched, but I can't think of anything better myself.
Is this what you're looking for?
Odum Arcanum. Yes, that's it. Good work.
That's all Hilda saw.
There's nothing to be seen. Try to find another witness.
But except for Hilda, there wasn't anybody in the clearing.
Look around. Maybe we missed something.
I don't want to wake her. I don't want to wake her. This is the district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends and the smell of the pig urine begins. Was this the thief?
He carried a staff exactly like that on his back.
Was this the thief?
Nice to see you again.
Have any more rubies vanished?
Not from me, to be honest. Those were the only gems I had. Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
What's that?
A picture of the attacker last night.
One thing is certain. That is not Fahi.
Can you remember anything else about last night?
No, just that eerie shadow. I'll remember that sight until the end of my days.
I already know that they don't know anything about last night.
I'm not sure who I'm supposed to find to fill in the rest of the sketch. Who else would have been there? Who else would have seen anything? Can't think.
No, he's just waiting for a chance to throw me out of here again. Do you know anything about the people petrified in the clearing?
No, but it's only a question of time until I do.
I can't wait that long.
Alright, yeah. I don't know who to ask. Who to talk to. Yeah, I have no fucking clue now. She won't let me in.
Yes? You again. What is it this time?
I'll be leaving then.
It's about time.
Yep, I am out of ideas.
I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough. Why?
Nice to... Weren't you going...
No,
such a...
The warriors, they think. At least that's... Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young. I can't think of anything.
Who the hell else could have seen something? I don't know. Nuri, I don't want to bother. I've talked to everyone in town, right? It's kind of frustrating. I have no fucking clue.
I'm not going to open that again. The whole clearing is glowing. There's so much magic in the air here, I can't even see my own hand. He's behind the tent, so the others probably haven't found him yet. I wonder if one of the petrified people saw the attacker, but how can I find out? I wonder if one of the petrified people saw the attacker, but how can I find out? I can still sense life within him. Creepy. I wonder if one... But how can I... What happened here? I wonder if one of the petrified people saw the attacker, but how can I find out? What happened here? Nothing but junk in there. This is the shell the man pressed against the pillars before. I'll take it with me.
That's the answer I was looking for.
This one hasn't seen anything. He's got nothing interesting in his head. He didn't even get a good look at his attacker before he ran away screaming. What a coward. By the gods, what was that? I'll sketch it right away.
Yeah, because that makes things so much clearer.
It won't get any more detailed than this.
Ooh, doesn't have any eyes. Thanks, Garum. That should suffice. You need to stand further away. I'm preparing the magic circle now.
How much farther is it?
What?
What is it?
I thought you said something.
No. Unfortunately, I can only create the basic conditions. I'll only know the right spell when I see the beast.
I'm amazed the mob didn't run away from the tent.
The attacker probably came out of the woods.
To Draconia. How much further is it?
This time I heard it too. I'm so tired all of a sudden. By the gods, Garon, the tree! It was here the whole time.
What do you want?
I'm hungry. I need to eat. If I starve before the mask
Gets to Draconia, you won't see a single shilling. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a child of the city. I don't know my way around here. It's still many miles to Draconia. We've only just begun to climb the mountain. I have to eat.
Give me silver.
Silver?
The silver platter from the burial chamber. Give it to me.
Princess, he seems to be offering you a trade. Do you really want to do that?
Safsha.
I suppose the deal is off.
I don't have to rely on him. I can catch something myself. How come you're suddenly talking again? You've been mute since we left the caves.
I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yes. I was stuck in a dark but safe hole for thousands of years. I don't know who I am, where I come from, where I'm going, and how this is all going to end. In addition, I'm bound to a grim woman who carries what is probably a demonic staff on her back. Of course I'm afraid. Don't laugh. Whenever I think I've figured you out, you laugh like a perfectly normal woman again. Even the growling of your stomach is that of a plain mortal.
It's high time I ate something.
What? Your guide has you in the palm of his hand. He knows you'd be lost in this wilderness without him.
Just wait and see. I saw an animal's burrow behind the tree. I'll catch whatever lives there and eat it. How can I make a fire now? I could hide behind that, but not without good reason. There would be enough room here for a trap, but I think I'll do it some other way. I made them pointy. The pelt is now full of holes. I can't get the last stake out.
Show me your dagger.
Now he wants my dagger too. Come on out, little beast. I need to eat you.
You have a way with words, Charizard.
I only lie when I have to. It took the bait. Yes, closer. I've almost got you.
Impressive?
Poor thing. And now? Can't just eat it raw.
Here, take these stones.
Oh, who doesn't need stones?
No, these are special stones for fire.
He seems to be holding something in his hand.
These are flints. Thank you.
And now the staff.
What?
Stones for the staff. That's the price.
He only just gave them to me.
Thank you for not giving me away.
I thought you wanted to get rid of me.
As unpredictable as you are, he's even worse.
I have failed. I might as well just lie here and die. Oh. No, he took everything. He only left the flints and the mask. I'll hunt that bastard down. I'll catch him, and I'll gut him like a rat. No one flouts me and gets away with it.
I hate this part.
Where did he go? Are those animal tracks? Or was it Rachvan? If I follow the wrong trail, I may never find my way back. Perhaps with these berries. So I came from here. This way I can't possibly get lost.
So yeah, I don't like this because I get lost a lot.
It looks like all the others. I wonder where this leads. I wonder where this leads.
Well, if you walk down it, we could find out, but whatever.
I wonder where this leads.
Oh my goodness, I hate this. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to follow those tracks. I guess I'll give that a shot. I didn't even notice them. They're so faint.
I wonder where this leads. It's afraid of me.
Wait, I need to go back, make sure that there wasn't a path there that I didn't see. It looks like it did go that way, so yeah. Sorry, dear, but you gotta go.
It's afraid of me.
Can I keep going that way? No.
Oh, great. I was following the tracks of this deer the entire time. I hope I can find my way back.
I can. My God. This is not fun. This is why I hate this. Ha! They have a skip the maze option. I'm not gonna do that. At least not yet. Maybe if I get more desperate, I will. It's definitely tempting to skip, though. Okay.
This is so confusing.
Let's try a different path. We'll try this one. We'll use blueberries for this one. That way I don't get them confused with the other one. I can't tell which way he went. I think he went this way. I think these are footprints here, here, here. We'll see though. I've been here before, but I never went that way, so. But I did get here before, so no, wrong. Just go back to the beginning again. Pick up the blue ones along the way. I'm like fucking frozen. Fuck, I hate this. This is the worst part of this game, and they know that. That's why they put a skip button, because they know people are gonna fucking hate this part. It's just one too many bad guesses, you know? So it's like, come on, man, why'd I have to do this? Hey, Fade, how's it going? Yeah, it's a point and click. I'm in a maze right now, and you can tell it's a really super fucking annoying part because they have a skip the maze. We're sorry we put this in the game. We don't know what the fuck we were thinking. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking either. It's a bad idea. Alright, we'll try this one. Finally.
Huh, I was right. He was here. First he ate my rabbit, and then he threw my dagger into the tree. He seems to be mocking me. Nothing left for me. The bastard gnawed all the bones clean. He threw it just so that I can't reach it. I don't much care for random guesswork.
I was telling you to throw it at it. Goddamn. I need a stick or something.
It's enough if I just mark the paths.
I want my dagger back. This is exactly why I want to skip this fucking maze. I wish they'd quit putting shit like this in games.
It looks like all the others.
Okay, I'm out of patience. Fuck your maze. Thank the Lord.
I will not go one step closer, not without a weapon. I need something more impressive to fight that thing.
Thank the Lord. A fucking horseshit having shit like that. What were they thinking?
Not. I might still need it.
They weren't fucking thinking.
To make a fire, I need to somehow bundle the kindling.
Oh, okay, the rope. I don't have time for a fucking maze.
Quick.
Yes, grab it quick.
Ah, Princess. I just braced myself for the next 1,000 years.
There's no time for that. Which way did he go?
Back there. Over the tree trunk.
It's just so fucking annoying. It adds no value to the game whatsoever. Just annoyance. They're like, how annoying do we want this to be?
You only saved me, so I can tell you where your treacherous guide fled to.
Then stop doubting me and start trusting me.
I'll only trust you when you tell me what you're planning to do with me.
Nothing. I'm not planning to do anything with you. It's entirely up to you whether you help me or not.
I don't believe you.
I'm going into battle, a war for which no one can predict the outcome. I'm following a path that cannot be planned. I take what I can get, and like a rope artist, I weave a safety net from it.
But how do you know that the net will hold in the end?
I'll only know that when the time comes. All I can do is fall.
Why do I have the feeling this can't possibly end well?
Trust me, I've taken more precautions than you know. What happened here? Looks like a battle took place. I can smell something besides blood. Don't tell me that coward poisoned his dagger. It's stuck too deep in the tree, but without a bow, it's useless to me anyway. Oh, finally a little warmth. There are still a few pelts lying in the tent. They left everything behind in a hurry.
If they do this shit, I am gonna fucking scream.
Finally, the first stage of the journey is finished. But I'll never make it up there without a guide.
I thought you were prepared, mistress.
There are people by the waterfall, and at least one of them looks awfully familiar.
Byrondra. I think his blade was poisoned. If only you had used a sword and not that cursed bow.
Stay calm. If you get upset, the poison will spread through your veins even faster.
Are you sure no one followed us? When a Fekina jumps out of the bushes, the rest of the tribe can't be far behind.
Don't worry. He has no hair. He's an outcast. Dishonored. A coward who poisons his enemies. I'll make him pay for this.
Those are Rondra Amazons. I heard their fortress was west of here. But what are they doing so far out this way?
Don't worry about it and get out of here.
No, I need that bastard. Only he knows the way to Draconia. May the gods be with you. I see you've captured a Fakina.
Who are you?
My name is Sadia. The Fakina was supposed to guide me through the Rashtulian wall before he knocked me down and robbed me. Thanks for catching him for me.
Don't listen to her. Can't you see the darkness in her eyes?
I have the situation in hand, Mother Lioness. You were careless to trust such a man. A Fakina without hair is a Fakina without honor. A man without honor is a man without love for the gods and without pride, and therefore capable of anything. Where was he supposed to guide you?
You know, sometimes a Farkina without hair just doesn't have hair.
I'm going to Draconia.
To the Council of the Elements? Why?
I want to join the Holy Army there and fight the battle in the Gorian Desert.
Then we have the same destination. Not Draconia, but the war.
Shoot her. She is evil.
You're speaking in delirium. Please calm yourself.
Is there any news from the battlefield?
The troops from Zorgan are on their way to Angkopal, ready to attack the center of evil. They're only waiting for reinforcements, which are currently camped outside Draconia. Meanwhile, the hordes of darkness are gathering in the Gorian Desert. A glorious battle lays before us.
You're very young for a warrior.
When fate overtakes us, we can't wait. We must act as we are commanded. That can be difficult for outsiders to understand.
Believe me, I understand.
A few moons ago, our highest lioness had a vision from our goddess Rondra, a burning red lioness, the symbol of our goddess. 20 ears of grain, only half of them ripe. They stand for me and my sisters, and the statue of a mighty female warrior, embraced by a demonic creature. It's been long since we've had such a clear sign. When the lioness speaks, we obey.
What's wrong with your companion?
We were at our camp below the fog when the Fakina surprised us. He slew my sister's horse and poisoned my sister with his dagger. We took him prisoner and withdrew here to avoid further attacks from his people. Fortunately, the poison is harmless, but induces fever, dreams, and drowsiness.
Why don't you let the Fakina go?
Never. He's too dangerous. It would take a divine miracle for me to let a cowardly murderer like him go free.
I'm going to take a look around.
Yes, but don't approach the prisoner, or else you'll feel an arrow in your hand faster than you'd like.
You're so nice to her.
She's just like me. It won't be easy to coax her into giving me Rahwan.
Unless...
Will you help now after all?
I might have an idea, but I'll need his necklace for it.
What are you planning?
Bring me the necklace, and I'll tell you.
To be honest, I'd rather just lower the rope and slowly drown his ass.
You're serious about taking the armor of those battle clerics?
No, that would be foolish. I was just thinking about what I'm going to wear when I go to war, and whether we're going to fight side by side.
You really cannot wait to die?
If you don't understand, then shut up. I won't drink until I know I'm safe here. I won't drink until I've freed Rahwan.
Yeah, drown, bitch.
The painting shows a woman with a child in her arms. A man with a spear. The image of a dragon. Two men hunting some kind of misshapen beast. A group of people peacefully sitting by a fire. An apple is hanging from a tree, and a man is picking it. I can't get the branches apart with my bare hands.
See you later.
Thanks. Perhaps you remember the vision I sent you in the burial chamber as an explanation for the blood ritual.
You mean the image of my bleeding hand, the smouldering incense bowl, and you?
Correct. Well, you can't talk to the prisoner since the girl would get suspicious. But you could send him a vision and ask him to get on good terms with her.
And how?
With the spell of vision sending, which I now place in your hands. Cast it on the necklace in your bag, and I'll explain the rest. The spell works only on someone you have a personal item from, and you can only send visions of things which are nearby by using 3 visions only. You can tell the prisoner that he should get on the good side of the Amazon.
Using 3 visions only?
Yes. Direct his attention to his tormentor, then to him, and finally to a symbol for friendship and sociability. He will, without fail, associate these 3 things with one another. He can't defend himself against it. The order of the visions does not matter.
Shut up!
It didn't work.
Wait for it.
Please do me a favor. Take this piece of cloth from my cloak and gag the Fakina. No daughter of Rondra deserves such abuse.
Ow! He tried to bite me. Let him yell at the girl. It's not worth it to me.
I can't get the Fakina out of my head. What am I supposed to do with him? The symbol of my goddess and the Fakina? Oh, tell me what I should do with him, oh Rondra. The symbol of my goddess and the Fakina? Oh, tell me what I should do with him, oh Rondra. The symbol of my goddess? The symbol of my goddess?
What is it?
I had a vision from my goddess. She instructed me to pluck the prisoner from the tree like an apple. I must follow her command. But I need your help.
What should I do?
I fear for my sister should I let him go here. Take my horse, which you'll find behind the waterfall, and carry the prisoner up the hill. Once you're far enough away, let him go and send the horse back to me.
You can count on me.
Thank you.
Right. There we are. I'll let you go. And in return, you must keep your promise and guide me to Draconia. Agreed?
Agreed.
Then hold still, so I can free you from your bonds.
Do you really want to do that? He already betrayed you once.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
He almost killed you! Didn't you say you knew what you were doing?
Yes. I fell, and you caught me. I just didn't know how you would do it. So you can transform flesh into stone.
It looks like it. Yes?
I thank you.
My hands!
And now to you. You know, I actually pitied you, the outcast Fakina, whose own people no longer want him, who had to subjugate himself to the laws of the city and sold his honor just to survive. But the moment you hit me over the head with that bone, you lost all my mercy. I'm ordering you one last time to take me to Draconia. You'll feed me when I tell you, and you'll guard me when I sleep. Once I have arrived there safely, with the mask, only then will I restore your hands.
My hands!
That's right, you bastard. And if you don't obey me, I'll transform the rest of you as well.
My hands, they're stone!
And I just gut him and leave him.
Ah, very good. You're awake.
You? What are you doing here? Where's the demon?
Actually, I just came to fetch a few items, but I saw the two of you lying here, and I thought I'd build a fire. One chills so easily around here. Your haunted look tells me that you also have the dreams now, yes? By Rashtul's Kells, what a mess. Have you succeeded in solving the riddle in the meantime?
Not really.
Yeah, I also dreamed of Sadia.
Believe me, I did not want that. I'm sorry, but it is not too late. Forget everything you have seen, just as you would forget every other nightly dream.
Why? What's so dangerous about it?
Oh, Sadia's story itself is harmless. It's only the end which you must guard against. One who carelessly tackles the end is dealing with forces which were better left undisturbed.
I don't understand a word.
And it should remain that way.
How did the riddle go again?
As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own. All we need is the answer, right?
The stone is no mere rock. It's Sadia's ruby. She's a descendant of the Mogul, and the ruby is an heirloom. She was planning to use it in some way.
An interesting idea, but it doesn't explain much. Well, as I see it, we haven't really come any further.
Not if you leave me groping around in the dark.
Geron, I'm just a simple merchant. I'm also your friend. If there's something I'm keeping from you, then I'm only doing it to protect you.
I didn't ask for your protection. I want answers.
The answers you seek are dangerous, Geron. I'm warning you. Ignore the dream. Stay away from Draconia. and beware the Garden of Oblivion. If you leave the gate to Draconia sealed, the visions will disappear on their own, and nothing bad will happen to you or your friend. But if you pursue this path, and make only one single mistake at the end, then a fate worse than death awaits you. On the other hand, if you just solve my riddle, then everything will be fine. Why don't you take care of her?
Ryder, get up. We've got him.
What happened? What kind of dream was that? And by the gods, who made a fire here in the middle of the crime scene?
That was him. Blast! Where did he go?
Oh, my head.
Ryder, what do you know about a place called Draconia?
It's an ancient fortress in the Rastulian Wall. Built by dragons. Alric Bodiak's speciality. Why?
Because I'm tired of these games, and because I think we'll find our answers there.
You're not a simple would-be hero, are you?
No, let's go home. I'll tell you everything on the way.
Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it here as soon as it lets me save.
What a night. I can hardly keep my eyes open. How's your wing?
Better.
Good. Then let's try again. Do you remember... Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you. And all the things you've seen since then. Andergast, the blood barrier, Enqui.
Enqui?
Don't you remember? That was the smuggler city in the north.
Was that where the ocean was?
Right. And do you also remember the orcs and how I had to distract them? Wasn't that exciting?
How did you distract them?
I pretended I was their god of death and sent them off into the middle of the wastelands.
That's right.
And now think about the night we spent together in the Brenask marshes. You wanted to enter a bond of love with me.
Did we kiss?
You don't remember?
I know it was cold, and we were sitting around a fire. That was nice.
We were quite an heroic couple. We defied the greatest dangers and saved Andergast. Just you and me.
And the Raven. We were the best.
You did it! You can fly again.
Yes.
What is it?
I forgot what happened to the Raven.
Oh, Nuri.
I want to leave it all behind me and start over. I want to fly across the ocean.
Chin up. We'll get through this. Bryder and I want to find out what Fai's hiding from us. And once we know that, we'll finally be able to solve the riddle.
Is this still about the story of that princess? That was all such a long time ago. What about now?
Nuri, I have to know Sadia's whole story. And for that, I have to talk to Master Bodiak. He's the only one who can tell us what Draconia has to do with all this. Only once I understand it all will the two of us be all right again. And we can finally forget all the terrible things forever.
Wishful thinking, man.
I don't see Ulrich at his window. I hope he's here.
Alright, I'm saving, I'm stopping. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice night.